goosebumps right now. I just got like extreme goosebumps. I don't even want to start by saying hi friends. That just seems like really absurd at this point. I'm not gonna edit this because there's just like literally no point. So I apologize if whatever. So I'm not really sure why I am not really sure why I'm even making this video. You know how YouTubers will be like, oh, like, I don't owe an explanation to anyone, like, but I'm going to anyway. I feel like this is kind of that situation, but like to the extreme. It doesn't even matter if this lighting is good or not. Yeah, so I don't I was just gonna preface this by saying that I'm not going to preface this by saying that I don't owe anyone an explanation. Oh my goodness. But it doesn't fucking matter. You're here. You're watching this video. You're getting an explanation because clearly, I don't know, it would be, well, it doesn't matter. Like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, it's nothing like this, where like if you find out that someone's gonna break up with you, and so you break up with them first so that you kind of like beat them to it, or you make fun of yourself so that other people won't, or when they do, you can just act like you don't care. Kind of like how I make fun of my nose, or because people always make fun of my nose. Anyway, it's kind of the reason for making this is more so like, not because like I'm certainly not proud. That's definitely not what this is, but like, it's not really because I'm sorry this is dragging on. It's not because I feel like you guys need my story or my explanation or whatever. It's more like, it's more just because like you would find out anyway, and why not just not have 18 months of confusion as to why I have just like fucking disappeared. Yeah, because I do want to make videos when, okay, so I haven't even said it yet, but like, I guess I want to make videos for as long as possible. So at any point in my life where I can't, or they'll be slowed down or whatever, I guess like it makes sense to tell you why, because when I come back from that break, like, I don't want to have to explain it then, and then by that time I feel like you guys wouldn't trust me anymore, because I just left you hanging for whatever, for a undetermined amount of time, or whatever the case may be. I am probably sounding super crazy and confusing to you guys. Actually, you know what? You'll probably know based on whatever I decide to title this. Maybe. I don't know. I still haven't even decided if this is gonna go up on the internet. But, yeah. So, I don't even know. Yeah, fuck it. I will probably make it the title of this video, actually, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the words out of my mouth. And I don't want this video to be super long, and it's already getting long. Yeah, so this is gonna be this video that you're watching right now is gonna be the last one for a while, for at least a year and a half. So, I mean, anywhere from probably 16 to 20 months. So, yeah, somewhere within that time frame. And yeah, the reason for that, if you have not read the title yet for whatever fucking reason, is because, yeah, because I got myself into a bit of a situation, and it kind of was one of those things where it wasn't one big action that led to a consequence. It was more like several small actions that that I was taking that were, you know, mildly offensive in and of themselves, but then the buildup of those wrong decisions and yeah, just the buildup and them all piling on top of each other, it eventually came to, and I think for everyone will come to a head where you can only do a wrong thing for so long before you get caught. So yeah, it wasn't as simple as, okay, like an extreme example would be, it's not like I killed someone and so you go to, well actually I think you go to prison, well whatever, it's not like I killed someone and I'm, you know, and I'm going to jail, but it was more like a bunch of little things, like I just said, and then you get found out, and then things add up, and then you think like I guess I definitely didn't think that I would get caught, or that this would even happen to me, because you think of jail as, or maybe prison, I guess, as a shit ton of really bad, horrible, awful people who knowingly are hurting others, or you think of a place like jail or prison and you thinking you're a good person, and then trying to put yourself in that situation, it just seems out of control, and then you think, oh, you know, I'm not like them, I don't belong at a place like that. And then, you know, I was thinking that, so rewind a little bit, this all went down about a week ago, and for the first 3 days, I was kind of in that headspace of, this is wrong. I don't belong there. I'm not a bad person. I'm a very good person. I'm not the person that I'm not the type of person that belongs in jail. And it was so absurd. It was so surreal. It was so, I think for those first about 3 days I was like, I don't even know if it was shock or if it was just denial, or it's just a very hard thing to comprehend. And then within the past few days, I kind of came to a realization that, you know, I'm not, just because I think I'm a good person, I mean, good people can still do bad things, and not everyone that's in jail or prison, well, I don't really know what the distinction is, like what sort of crimes go to prison versus jail, but not every person that's there is a bad person. Some people just get caught up in hard times, and they make a bad decision. And you know, I actually believe that everyone on some level is that way. Even the people who are extreme rule followers, I think, are the same way. And my point is that I realized that there was no point in thinking to myself, I don't belong there, or when I get there that I'm gonna be thinking I don't belong here. I'm not like everyone else here. I didn't, you know, what I did wasn't that bad. And I shut down my ego after I kind of came out of like the shock of it all. Oh my gosh, do you see these goosebumps? Because there's no point in thinking that way. And yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. With everything I've been through in my life, which is a lot of shitty things, I've recently gotten to the point where I kind of just laugh at how ridiculous it is that I've had to deal with all the things that I've dealt with, and just with the pure fact that I'm such a it's not lucky, it's like the opposite of lucky, but like for example, I always get the worst side effects of medication, or I mean, what are the odds of someone being raped 3 times? What are the odds of, I mean, I don't even need to get into it all, but it's like, I'm kind of one of those like 1 in a million people, but like only on the negative front of things. And that's something that, I mean, I believe in karma, or at least I've thought that I do for as long as I've really known what it meant. But that's something that is really hard for me, because I'm like, I'm a good person, whatever. That's literally not the point of this video. I could probably talk for 3 hours and not even touch on the point. The only real purpose for making this is just so that you guys all know, and you know, in a way, those of you that are my actual viewers, not just random people who found this video, like those of you that are my actual viewers and like my patrons, you guys, you deserve to know. There was just a popcorn kernel in my mouth. Yeah, so you guys deserve to know, and for whoever else sees this, whatever, I don't care. But yeah, it didn't take too much thought for me. as to am I gonna make a video about this or not, because once I had the question in my mind, it was kind of like, yeah, of course I am. I'm not just gonna disappear for, I'm not just gonna disappear and then when I get back, like, what am I gonna say? And it'll probably be public knowledge anyway, I would assume. And yeah. Yeah, this affects, everyone in my life, not just me. Literally everyone. And that's honestly the worst part for me, I think. Okay, I'm gonna cut this video here because this could have been so much shorter. Ow. There's a loud ass plane outside. Yeah, okay. So, if you made it this far, I don't know. I've always been really good at having a sense of humor about everything, and being like, yeah, everything happens for a reason, this is happening for a reason. But for this, it's like, this slight smile that I have on my face is not me trying to, like, make light of this situation or make myself feel better. It's just happening. Like, I don't know why I'm slightly smiling right now. I don't know why I'm laughing right now. It's like, I don't know where this reaction comes from. I don't think I've ever felt this way. I am the most emotional person ever, as far as, I mean, I probably cry 5 times a week, normally, and I've just been like an emotionless, I've been so emotionless. And now that I'm talking about it, really for the first time like this, in this kind of way, I mean, of course I've talked about it to family and to my boyfriend and friends, but the way that I'm talking about it now, being pretty vague, and I don't know, I feel ashamed, I feel, I don't know. So basically, if you're watching this and you're thinking that I'm coming across in a certain way, I'm not trying to, I'm just trying to get a message to you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I'm probably just gonna upload this right now without watching it, because I do not want to watch this back. It's not gonna, it's yeah, okay. Alright, also sorry that I probably have not been looking at the camera. For sure I've not been looking at the camera this whole time. It's almost like when you wrong someone and it's hard for you to look them in the eye. It's hard for me to look at my fucking camera in the lens. I don't know. So yeah. I guess that's it, and I will see you when I see you. Someone's like playing the accordion outside of my apartment. If you can hear that, I apologize. Yeah. Alright, guys. I can't believe I just talked for 20 minutes and this could have been so much shorter. Okay. Yeah. I guess, okay, so I guess, I'm sorry, I'm still talking. This is the last thing, I promise. I guess that, like, the one thing that I do want to say, and I kind of like the overall message of this, and I don't want to say warning to you, but just the overarching message, and I don't know, I'm shaking, I have goosebumps, would be that it's hard to even say, would be that it is okay. It is April 1st. April Fools! Bitch, you thought. I bet you really did think. Because I was planning on making this like 3 minutes and then I just kept talking. And I was treating it like an acting role. Fucking hire me, Netflix. Hire me. Just give me my own TV show, please. I'm still not gonna edit this because I don't feel like it. I'm just gonna upload it in its raw form. April Fools, I'm not fucking going to jail. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm about to go get brunch actually. But just in case someone came here and they wanted to like fast forward to the end to see if this was a prank, I'm just gonna sit here solemnly for a few more seconds. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm just so sad that I made you guys feel like this was real. It wasn't real. Because it's April Fool's Day. It's also Easter. Happy Easter. I can't believe that I am such a prank king. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. I can't believe it. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Y'all are so gullible.